Hey everybody, this is Lee Beatty, and I just want to welcome you guys to this LinkedIn training. As you guys seen today, I'm doing a couple different hangouts. Sorry, I got my laptop on. I like sitting in this chair; it's just comfortable. It's one of my chairs in my office. That I don't want to show you all the stuff behind my office. It's just behind my desk and all that stuff. So, but you're here because you want to get some free training. You want to get a way to get free referrals on LinkedIn, and that's what this is all about. What I'm going to do is predominantly during this training, I'm going to show you a couple different things that are going to be able to help you. And if you want to go through in the actual link in this, not here, but in the actual link on Google Plus and on YouTube and things like that, I actually left the referral link that I'm going to be talking about today in here. And then I'm going to give you a couple free training tips, free strategies that for me, folks, let me tell you how this is actually. It's not exploded it hasn't exploded my LinkedIn account, but what it's done is it's increased it, and I'm getting people like hitting me up on a pretty regular basis. And I haven't done anything since really the beginning of, or the last part of, probably about 10 days ago. So I did this to see, and then now I'm going to give you some training. I'm going to show you how I go about doing this, and more importantly, download the LinkedIn app on your phone, and definitely take advantage of what I'm going to talk about, because some of the things that you can do in your LinkedIn app are very different than what I'm going to show you desktop-wise. So as I'm finding out, because I do both of them, and there's some definite benefits from doing it this way, where you can actually start adding people via the LinkedIn app versus doing it this way, which is I'm doing it on my laptop. So that's the first tip. So what I'm going to do during this training, I'm going to make every attempt for you to not focus on this Cleveland Brown hat, and all you AFC North fans out there. This is the year of the Brown, so just keep that in mind. But okay. All joking aside, what this is about is I'm going to give you a free resource that not many people know about. I was kind of shocked at this because I guess I didn't realize some of the marketing reach that I actually have with some of the marketers I know, and I get these kind of invites, and I've been using it on a regular basis. And just speaking to a surveyed group of folks that I was talking to, they didn't even know about this resource. So one, I'm going to give you the resource. I'm going to show you what it is. I'm going to provide the link, and then what I'm going to do, so you can see that's the LinkedIn referral training. But what I'm going to do at this point, I'm going to grab the link, and I'm going to change it up here real quick, so you can actually see it. Doing it on the fly. Ammo. So that's what I'm going to provide for you. I've obviously using a Google shortener to do this, but I'm going to go ahead and get to it. So, folks, I wasn't taking LinkedIn very serious, and as you guys know, I do these impromptu. I don't have a prepared slides or anything like that. I do that for other things. For this, I just feel it's more beneficial to see my face and show you on the fly. But with this hangout, my intent is to, one, give you this resource, and you can get that right now. Okay, and I'll switch it back later on, but I'm only going to do this. It's actually in the YouTube description. It's in the actual Google Plus description. But for the most part, those of you who are using LinkedIn know how valuable it is. It has over 210 million active users a month. It's one of the largest social media networks in the world. It also, it's the largest professional and when I say professional with the quotations, it's the largest professional social media network in the world, bar none. And it's a great place for those of you who do offline, or those of you looking to do networking. LinkedIn is a great place for you to really expand your reach. And for me, recently, I did about 2 weeks ago, I had about 30 or so people. I was shocked I even had that many, because I've never really been in LinkedIn all that much. And then what I started to do is I tweaked my profile. I tweaked some of the things that I say in there, and then I started using this resource. I just never really used LinkedIn up until a couple weeks ago, maybe 2-3 weeks ago. And then, as you'll see there, I've got over 200 followers for doing some, what altogether is probably hour and a half worth of maximum work, which I didn't think was bad. And I'm linking with some people that are some that are already. So during this, I'm going to show you my LinkedIn profile, and then I'm going to give you the email address that you can actually, you know, if you want to friend request me, if you want to follow and join my LinkedIn network, I'm going to give you that. But just so you know, for those of you, that's the LinkedIn resource right there. I'm going to change it back. I'm only doing this for the Hangout. But let me give you some over-the-shoulder training and tell you about it. So let me get to stop babbling about me and start telling you more about what's going on here. Boom, there you go. So there's the LinkedIn resource, but the LinkedIn resource is called TopLinked. TopLinked, for all of you who don't know what that is, it is an open it's open network of people where you can actually build your network, and you can actually get it here. It's in the description, but in here you can actually introduce yourself. If you become a paid member, you don't need to. I'm a free member. Like I said, I jumped in on this about 3 weeks ago and started messing around, and I've been interfacing with all the folks here in the TopLinked group, and I've been amazed. I'm literally sharing with you folks something that you know was shared with me literally about 1.5 years ago, and I literally just a couple weeks ago I started kind of messing around with LinkedIn, and that's it. So the resource is TopLinked, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to primarily focus on LinkedIn right now, and that's me right here. Here's my profile, where I guess you say this is me, and you probably see a lot of people who are doing this. This isn't, you know, you can actually find me if you go here, linkedin.com/in/sharebeat. As you can see, folks, just a few weeks ago, I only had like 30 people, and I changed up some things, and look at this. I mean, in a couple weeks, for about 1.5 hours, really maybe worth of work, I have already up 204, and I'll be up there at, you know, pretty quickly. So you know, I just want to go ahead and give that to you in advance. So for those of you that are watching this, you know, you want to join my network, you want to join me on LinkedIn, go ahead. You know, mine's LinkedIn/in/sharebeat. You'll see me there, and I did this for a reason. Let me explain the profile feature, and this is where you might want to get a pen and paper. For those of you that do citations, you probably see people that have their seen on Fox, as seen on CNBC, as seen on ABC, and all these. These folks pay for these citations. Now, for me, I wanted to do something a little different with that. And I did this again a couple weeks ago. As you see, I use WordPress, I use Blogger, I use YouTube. As you see right now, I use Vimeo, Facebook, Tumblr, Pinterest, Google+, LinkedIn, as you can see right there, Twitter, SoundCloud, Dig, Skype, Rebel Mouse, and a lot of you don't know about Rebel Mouse, but you should pay attention to that. Instagram and Amazon, and I'm also on Google Play. I'm a published author on Amazon, and I'm also I'm a mobile app developer on Google Play, and you can just type in ShareBeat Consulting. You'll see I have a few apps over there that I've done. I've done niche apps. Okay, I've recently jumped into doing business apps for other businesses. But let me show you kind of what this has done for me. Okay, for one, I've adjusted my profile, and what I highly recommend any of you do. And here's a trick I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you some things in here that I did. Okay, and I just want you to pay attention to my summary, because this is really, really, really important that you pay attention to this. Okay, I want you to take note of this statement. You know how businesses have a hard time getting seen on the search engines or being found by potential customers for local and broad searches. I asked you a question. And most of you are going to say, yeah, of course I do. What do I say? I solve this, because I do. And all of you who follow my Hangouts, who follow my videos, you all know that I get top rankings. I do this by assessing the business's current online standing and provide a detailed analysis regarding needs and implementation for the best search engine optimization, backlinking, and video marketing strategies to elevate that business in the search engine for that company's specific keywords. Now, what am I doing there? This is really, really powerful what I'm doing here, folks. One, I've basically started off, you know, from a psychological level. Basically, I'm asking you a question I already know the answer to. You know how businesses have a hard time getting seen on the search engines? Yes, they do. All businesses have a hard time getting seen on the search engines. They don't know very many people like me or you, whoever watching this, to do their marketing for them. Okay, then what do? I give them an action statement. I solve this. I do this by, and I give them what it is that I'm doing. This is on my LinkedIn profile right now, folks, because that's just what I do. And then mobile apps for business. I want you to take note of this. You know how local business owners struggle to get customers walking through their doors to take advantage of their amazing services. Notice the similarity there? I solved this. Notice the similarity there? I do this by providing the best marketing resource that helps small and medium-sized businesses succeed with a mobile app for business. The unique one-touch call, GPS, viral buzz, and push notifications help take any business to the next level. All right, so this is what I want you. I'm not going to take you on and on and on through this, but what I want you to know, I want you to take note is, look at my summary. My summary is telling you, hey, I do SEO and small business marketing, I do mobile apps for business, and I do social media management. These are things that I do to help your business. This is what my LinkedIn profile is telling you. And whatever you're good at, it doesn't matter. Whatever you're good at, if you're good at something online, you go through and do the same thing. Pattern yourself after what it is that I was showing you here. Start off with, how. Whatever it is. I mean, for you could be a social media person. When you actually go to my and friend request me, or you join me on LinkedIn, and again, you can jump in there at linkedin.com/in/ShareBeat. And if you follow any of my YouTube videos, you'll know I leave that actually in my YouTube description. It's for some backlinking options of what I do to help with the monetization, really for outbound links in my description. But that's one of the things I do. But one of the things I want you to start taking note of, people who viewed me, look at all these on the side here. See all these people over here? Look at all these folks. They've also viewed these other people. So the first thing I want you to take note of, the LinkedIn, the shortener that I left you, that for the LinkedIn, this is an amazing community, and right now logging out of it. You're going to have that in there. Let me before I pull this back up, let me show you my face one last time. Okay, so while you're actually watching this, now these next couple things, I suggest that you pull out a pen and a paper, and you literally really take note of what it is that I'm going to tell you about here. One, that resource right there, I'm inviting you to LinkedIn. I shut it down. Don't need to have the extra bandwidth to take away from this bandwidth. Two, I showed you in my summary what it is that I do. I'm telling you, I make a statement, or I ask a question, a general broad-based question. I give an action statement. What I solve that. And the third, I tell them exactly how I do that. Okay? Model your success after that. It's something that, folks, 2.5 weeks ago, I had like 30 people on LinkedIn. I have 204 now, and all I did was change up the summary, and I did what I'm getting ready to show you that I did. All right, so I'd say 160 plus people in a week and a half, and I haven't done anything in 10 days, to be honest with you, because I was just curious to see if it's going to change. But change your summary, change your image. Okay, folks, if you have citations out there, if you've done anything and you're seen on the ABCs, the CNBCs, the Foxes of the world, great. If you don't, but you're seen on all those social media-based platforms, kind of do what I did, mirror what I did. Make your image stand out. Okay, and the reason why I did that is because I have press releases out there, but I don't have these citations. I'm not willing to pay $500 for a quick blurb to be on there, even though it could bring me a considerable amount more business. You could do that as well, but for me, what I did is I just added some of the other things that I'm in there. For the press releases I'm out there, I'm on all these. I'm on CNNs, the ABCs, all this, and I've helped all my clients do that. That's what I do with press releases. But I'm personally not willing to pay for the citations because, again, I tweaked my image to fit my needs. So change your image. change your summary, and take note of what it is that I was saying in that summary, because, and I'm gonna review it again. Jump into that top link, folks. That is an amazing. That is probably one of the best amazing resources that I've ever used. I know. Just give you a little story with that. I was introduced to that last year by I'm not going to mention his name, when I first started on LinkedIn, and then I used it for a day. I set up my general profile, had 38 people, 36 people, and then it just so happened to be, I'm like, oh yeah, I got a LinkedIn account, I better start using it, right? So a couple weeks, 2.5, almost 3 weeks ago, I went in there. I was like, wow, I've got 30-something people. How did I get 30-something people to follow me? What did I do? And all I did was join that TopLinked group. So that's this resource right here. Just join it. It's free. If you want to do the paid membership, there's some advantages. It's like $9.95 a month. Really, it's up to you. But what I did next, I adjusted my image, I adjusted my summary, and I adjusted some of the things. I put some of my publications in there. I put, with me being on the Google Play Store and things like that. That's some of the things that I'm out there on, okay? Now, what I'm going to show you is what I did for about an hour and a half over a span of about 4 days. Okay, not an hour and a half every day. I did it literally 15 minutes here, 20 minutes there, 15 minutes here, and I did it for about 4 or 5 days. I think it was 4 days, and so about an hour and a half, and that's all I've done, and I haven't touched it since, and I've got 160 some odd people since then. So that's, so I figured, why don't I give some free training on this, and now I'm going to go ahead and share my screen now. So get your pen and paper out. Again, let's review here. Jumped in on the LinkedIn top linked resource. That's first. That's free. The second thing is adjust your image. Make your image stand out. My image isn't perfect. It's not the prettiest in the world, but I have social media properties. I have other things linking that show that I'm on all these other properties. It establishes me as an authority. Okay. I recommend you do the same. The second thing is adjust your summary. Adjust your profile. Okay, and take note of what I did there, and I'm gonna show it to you again. And then now the second and third, I'm gonna demonstrate for you one last time, and then I'm gonna obviously I know your time is valuable. I don't want to take that up. So thank you so much for jumping in on this. For all of you that are watching this. So let me go ahead and share a screen again. Let me go back to it. Okay, so all I've done is I've just added some things in there. I've just added, to my profile. But I want you to take note of my summary. All right, so this is where you take notes. You know how, and then whatever it is that you're trying to engage. Okay, that's a very powerful statement. I actually watched a webinar, and the guy mentioned that. I thought, wow, that's brilliant. That's a smart way of doing it. So I'm telling you the same thing. So you know how, you model it after that. If you're into SEO marketing, if you're into search engine marketing, if you're into offline marketing, whatever the case, where you can say, how local businesses are having a hard time getting seen on the search engines and being found by potential customers for local and broad searches. Okay. Then the next step it starts with how. Okay, write that down. The next thing is I solved this. Okay, if you know how to solve this, if you know how to, maybe it's something you personally know how to do, or something that you know how to outsource, or you know how to hire somebody to get it done, make sure you let them know, I solved this. You can do that for them. And then you tell them how you're going to do it. Okay, so when you actually go to my LinkedIn account, again, last time I'm going to mention it, linkedin.com/n/sharebeat, you can check me out there. But now, notice I did that for this one, and this one. I changed it. See, you know how people struggle to generate a social media presence to help their brand, just like the big companies do. You see, I'm establishing the pain. You know how. I'm basically I'm asking you a question I already know the answer to. I solved this. Look at the differences. See what I'm doing there? And then I do this by establishing a Facebook fan page, branded Twitter account, YouTube channel set up with customized videos, Google Plus set up with customized messages, Pinterest set up with customized boards, and branded images, all to help establish a brand and business by getting the most from the social media networks. See what I did there? Model your success after that. Folks, 160 people in the last few weeks. It's nothing to shake a stick at. I mean, is that the greatest amount? No, I never even used this before, and it jumped up to 200 something. I'm sure by the time you watch this, I'm doing this on September 3rd right now, and by the time you watch this, I'm going to show you some other techniques that I use now. So that was the second thing. Okay, reviewing one last time. Change your image, change your summary, and really just kind of go from there. And I'm just giving you some free tips here. Now, people also viewed. See this right here? See this guy right here? I don't know this guy, but here's one thing I'm going to tell you. So for all of you who actually use the LinkedIn app, like for me, unless this guy actually provides his actual email address in here, which he doesn't, okay? And you'll notice with the TopLinked folks, they provide their email addresses, and I'll show you that group here in a minute. But in here, I don't know him, but now that I've viewed him, he's going to also show up on the. I've viewed him. You know, I've also viewed him. So now, what I like to do, what I did, this is exactly what I did, is I go through, I spend some time, I look at this, and I just kind of check people's stuff out real quickly, and then at that point, I go to the next one. Okay. I see this guy. He's got 18 people. He's in health services. So what I'm doing right now are these people that I'm taking note of, and I'm viewing. Oh, excuse me. That I'm viewing them. They're also showing up here. Excuse me. People viewed here. People also viewed here. See this? So like to me, I go through and I'm just going to start looking at people's profiles. This is all I did, folks. I know this sounds really, might sound like, hey, this is what's the catch? This is the only thing that I did outside of changing my profile. I went through, I checked out their site, and what I've noticed is, see this guy right here? See, like they have their thing there. I can connect with him, but I don't know his actual email address. All right? So, like I said, just do this, folks. Just go through and view people. Just go through and view. Just take the time. Take 15, 20 minutes. Whatever it's going to take to, just go do this. I mean, yeah, this is tedious work. If you have somebody who's a VA or something like that, then, go through and just start looking at other people's, because like I said, when you come down here, you're connected, but people also viewed. See this right here? I mean, I don't know any of these people. I don't know these people from anything, from at all. Okay, and then basically what I like to do, anyway, I just make it easy on myself. I just go through. I start to just, I start to check people's, their LinkedIn accounts out, and I did this over a few days span. Okay. That's all I did. This is the only thing I did. All right, so that's something that you can do in the short term. The other thing is you can go in here, and there's a couple things that you can actually check out. So there's interest, there's groups. A lot of people are telling you, hey, go into groups, go and spam the groups, things like that. I've read that kind of stuff. Again, even though I'm kind of new to this, I'm showing you how I got 160 people with doing just brainless work, actually. But you can go in here, or you can just type in book publishers. All right, and let's just say I want to go into, and see somebody who's a book publisher. There you go. So strategic. So then at that point, I look at these folks, this strategic book publishing, okay, and things like that. I just go and I check these people out. So what I'm doing at this point is I am literally just checking out people who publish books. Now, all these folks, you know, a lot of them, they probably just went out there to, you know, set up their, you know, LinkedIn account kind of like I did. They didn't really take it serious. I mean, but you're seeing right here, folks, this is not something that is hard. All you got to do is start to just check people's, you know, LinkedIn accounts out, you know. And for me, like I said, I'm doing things that are just super easy. You see this right here? I'm going to show up now that I've viewed their accounts. This is all that I've done. I've just went through and I've viewed a bunch of accounts. Let's just say social media. See, I'll show you one of the folks that's like there. I see how she has those citations over there, right there. It's because she paid for those citations, or she did things. And now look at it. Look at see this Lion account. Like, she's got a huge amount of people, and she's one of the folks I've connected with on LinkedIn, just from doing the method I'm showing you right now. Okay. I mean, like I'm showing you, folks. It's literally, it's not hard. See, and if you want to, just go to the you know, the next on and next on. I mean, this is all I'm doing here, folks. I'm just literally, I'm just clicking these folks, and if maybe one of you are watching this and you want to connect with me, you can. But this is all that I've done over that time frame. I sat there and I viewed, and I viewed more, and I viewed more, and I viewed more, and then I reached out to some of the folks. I mean, that's all that I've done. Okay. I mean, you see this right here? I'm not doing anything special here. All I'm doing is I'm just literally clicking a button. I'm observing their account. Because at that point, just remember that anyone in here, so as you see in here, it's showing, you know, who I'm connected with and things like that. But all I'm doing is literally just clicking on their specific pages. And then if you want to switch it up, or if you want to go into another, you know, avenue or whatever the case, just do that. I mean, realistically, folks, let's just say that book publishers, let's just say groups, and if you want to do this. So here's the funny thing about the difference in what I'm showing you here. All right, see this group right here? I'm not a part of this group, but the thing is, when you go to this group, the cool part about this is there are other people. So like this, folks, this guy, I don't know this guy. See this guy right here? Don't know him at all. You know, I am literally just connecting with, you know, folks from a group perspective. Let me do it again. Social media. Okay, go into a group. All right, see this here? You got folks right there that are the top contributors to this group. You think these are people you might want to link to, or you might want to? Yeah, why not? Go ahead and, you know, you can follow that person. See this right here? She's going to see what it is that I'm doing. Here's another guy, stands out right off the jump. See this guy here, SEO master. See, look at that. See, he might be a SEO master, he might not be, but look at that. He stands out. Okay. You see this right here? So there you go. So I'm going to pull it back into to me right now. All right, so there you go. So I've given you some free training there, and I've given you some free resources. Again, right here, just, you know, for those of you that are, you know, wanting to reach out with me, one of the things that that I highly recommend that you do is you touch base with guys. You touch base with people. You view accounts. If you know people, and here's the thing things I was doing here, folks, and here's what I want. Here's one of the ninja things that I was doing, and I found this out using my app, which no one's told me this. Is something I just stumbled upon myself. When I was using LinkedIn, I used my own app. When I go through and I view those people, you could do this on your phone, you could do it on the laptop, but when I was sending the connection to these people, it wasn't asking me if I knew their email address, or if I knew this address, or if I knew that address. So that's something I've noticed. That's one of those little ninja things that do it on your phone. And I did, like I said, I varied it up. One day I did my 15, 20. I set the clock for 20 minutes. That's what I do. But sometimes I get busy and I'll do it. I'll stop beforehand. But when I was doing it in here, and going through and literally just going about the method that I was showing you. I was getting people. And here, let me show you the screen. I bet you somebody's already jumped on, because this is what I noticed happens when I actually do this. See, look at that up there. So I don't know if that's somebody that see that guy right there. Don't know. I just accepted his request right now on the fly. Again, folks, just keep in mind that when you're doing it this way, and you're going about it in a way that is really, like this. Like I said, I don't know these people. All I'm doing is literally just, putting myself out there. I'm clicking on some profiles. I'm not doing anything that I would consider to be really extra special. I've literally just clicking on their if there's something that you see about, like, just say this lady right here, she's on Career Builder, major account executive. So she's obviously somebody that does a lot with Career Builder. This is somebody that, hey, maybe you want to link with, or whatever the case. All I'm doing is I'm clicking on just profiles, folks. That's it. I'm not doing anything special. Just remember, there's going to be people also viewed. See this? People also viewed. So that's something that's simplistic. And as you saw right there, somebody reached out to me that has over 9,700 connections. Again, just keep clicking, folks. I mean, it's realistically, take a few minutes as I'm doing this. Right now, I'm doing this, and these folks are going to see, hey, that I'm actually viewing their viewing them, and it's going to show up there. And when other people go to their account, they're going to see that, hey, I'm viewing them and I'm doing these types of things. And then I switch it up. For me, that's just something I do. Let's just say that you do web development. I'm going to show you just how easy this is, web development form. Okay. Now, again, just keep in mind, folks, that this is the only thing that I've done. Now, in here, look at this right here, folks. So these are all the people that are in here, right? These are members of the group, top followers. So let's just say I'll click on one of these guys. Web development manager at Apple. So I think that might be somebody. I don't know that guy. So, again, if I want to follow him, hey, I'll just follow him real quick. I don't know anything about these people. And it doesn't, in my mind, it doesn't matter. Because some of the things that I'm showing you in here, like this gentleman, I don't know who this guy is. I'm just going to, view his profile, okay? You see, see what I'm talking about? I'm doing nothing that is tough. It's nothing that is hard. Nothing that is, overly complicated, or what I would say. So let's just say that you're into Facebook marketing. All right, there's groups for that, folks. So here's the thing. This is a huge social media network, and the more social that you are, the better. So that you go here, it's again, latest activity. That's somebody who's recently been in here. So you go in there, you check her out. If you want to go back and I'm going to show you the other way that you could do it. I mean, these are people that they did something in the last few days, or whichever the case. It doesn't matter, folks. I'm telling you, just keep going through and clicking on profiles. And I did that. I mean, I know it sounds kind of tedious, or it might seem like, hey, this doesn't even make any sense what you're talking about, but I'm showing you right here, folks, that, and then let me go in here. Let me show you. Let me show you the TopLinked group. So let me give you some value in here so you can see what I'm talking about, and why I recommend that you take me up on that resource, because I will assure you that, look at this. It has 140,596 members. All All right. And top contributors to the group. See, do I know this guy? No, I don't know this guy. If I wanted to connect with him, I could. Okay, so you know, these are other people. Like I said, I just go through and I use what it is that I'm telling you here, folks, that do not recreate the wheel. If you have to do some things, do them in a way that is going to be a lot easier for you to start getting views. And again, just do this. You know, go on a regular basis. You know, I'm not even moving my mouse. I'm just clicking. You know, that's all I'm doing here. Oh, okay, so it's readjusting. So so there you go. I'm just showing you kind of what I've been doing. Nothing special, really, and just going about it in that way. So there you go. But again, let me go back to the TopLinked group. All right. When you go in here, so you notice these are all folks with the TopLinked group, and that's why I'm giving you that resource. That's why I provided that. But see these people right here, like this one right here, connect on LinkedIn. And you guys can go to Judith Miller right now. Go to Judith Miller. I'm going to show you just how easy it is. Connect. Watch what's going to happen. I'm just going to say groups, other, email address. Look at that. Send invitation. See that right there? Check that out, folks. That's what I'm talking about. This is the power of using TopLinked. Or all the people in TopLinked, they're not being secretive about what they're doing to get it out there. Like this guy, this Nicholas Rogers. See that? I'm gonna just click him. I'm gonna connect. I guess you can't see him. No big deal. But if you want to go to other members here, so I'm a member, as you can see, and folks, it's just a huge community that you can literally jump into. See this? Look at some of these numbers here, folks. Like these people are, you know, they're looking to network. They're not looking to be shy, just like I'm not. I'm giving you what it is that I'm talking about. So there you go. Again, let me go back to this. All right, so now you guys have seen it. Join my group, and for everybody that is here now, that is part of that. I didn't give you my email address, so when you actually search me out at linkedin.com/n/sharebeat, it's leebeatty44 at yahoo.com. So that's LEEBEATTIE 44 at yahoo.com. Share a request. I look forward to networking with all of you, folks. I hope you got something out of this. This is some amazing free LinkedIn training that, you know, for me, I watched a webinar. And you know, for me, I've not been one that have used LinkedIn all that much, but I'm showing you just how easy it is. So to me, what I've noticed was just by doing some things like that, later on today, I'm just going to get friend request, just for doing that. And I was doing this while I'm doing this training. So it just shows you how easy it is. A lot of you, like I said, last tip, like I said, and I know I've mentioned this before, maybe you're watching TV. Like for me, I have a presentation, I have a TV that's in my office area that I do presentations on, that I present to folks. And you know, sometimes I'll be sitting there watching things, and I'll be on, like the last few weeks, you know, I was I was watching the training, and I was literally just like, I was just looking at profiles, and just looking at profiles. How hard is that, folks? It's easy, because you know what people are not what you're discounting is that people are going to see that you're looking at their profile. Okay, notice when I go back to that, if I went back to that, it shows, hey, this person viewed your profile. Okay, this person viewed your profile. What's going to happen? The chances of you of networking with that person, or networking with anyone on LinkedIn for that matter, is going to be higher than if you took no action at all. Okay, so that's one of the biggest things. Like I said, all right, now let me go back and free LinkedIn. Here, let me just do this. Here's my email address. that for all of you who are wanting to do that. Obviously, I don't use that. It's when I first. This will tell you how old. I don't even use that email anymore. I literally log into that email occasionally. I just go ahead and change the password every month. Just so I keep it secure. But that right there is, if you guys are wanting to join me on LinkedIn, that's the email right there. I highly recommend you do it. Just network with me. I mean, you guys see that I'm transparent with everything that I do. I'm just trying to help as many people succeed, give them free resources. And I know that if I give back this way, that it's going to help you all out, which will help me. And it's a mutually beneficial thing. So we grow our networks. I help you. I give you a resource and really go from there. So, okay, I'm going to recap now. One, join that LinkedIn either in the YouTube link below or in the Google Plus link. You're going to see I left the bit.ly shortened link there. Two, change your image. Okay, for me, obviously, I'm doing ode to Cleveland Browns today, so that's something that's beneficial for me because it's pre-NFL season. So change your image. You don't have to have all those citations from the CNBCs, the Foxes, the ABCs. As you can see, mine is different. Mine stands out, and people will look at they're going to pay attention to my image 9 times out of 10. They're just going to. Second thing is change your summary. Change your summary, folks. Remember how I showed you how to do that. If you don't remember how, just back this video up. Go watch how I showed you how to do it. Again, you just use it. As you can see, it's for some reason it's helping me. That's the only thing I've done is change that. And then the third is start viewing profiles. Start looking at profiles. You don't have to send LinkedIn requests. Just view a person's profile. Go through and click. I mean, it's how brainless is that? You can click through 20, 30, 40 profiles in a minute. I mean, if you really wanted to, it doesn't take long, or depending on how fast your internet connection is. And then remember, when you join these communities, use those groups, use those communities inside LinkedIn and start viewing those profiles. If you're in groups, use those kind of profiles. As much as I would love to sell you all on a mobile app or SEO services or social media services, folks, it's best that I teach you some of the things I've literally just picked up the last couple weeks and doing, and it seems to be working. So, and it's some of the things I took note of, and it's easy. I mean, like that, I'm doing this video for you. I'm doing this hangout. I'm giving you training. And while I'm doing that, I'm increasing my network capabilities. I had somebody reach out to me and, and send me a friend request. And why did they do that? Because I viewed their profile. That's the only thing that I've done. And they sent me the request. And then at that point, I can in turn follow up with them like, hi, how are you? Whatever the case, if you want to, my summary says it all. And that's what I suggest that you all do. You could talk about your work experience. If you're an offline marketer, if you're a product creator, if you're just the greatest person in the world, whatever the case, change your summary to meet those expectations, and that's what I've noticed has helped me. I think that's what people have interacted with me very well. Just because I'm telling them, hey, I do SEO. Hey, I do mobile ads for business. Hey, I do social media. And you want to know how? Look further down in the LinkedIn. I've got courses. I've got, you can find me on the Google Play Store. You can find me on the Udemy platform, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And the only thing that I've shown you how to do is something that I've just did a trial and error. And literally, I haven't touched it today as I'm doing this video right now. I'm showing you what I did 10 days ago for 20 minutes or so. And I haven't done it, and I've still been getting friend requests. As you can see, as I'm doing it right now, somebody friend requested me, and I accepted their friend request. So literally, like I said, just incorporate that into your day. Anytime you're watching TV, anytime you're watching maybe the football game, maybe you're watching your favorite lecture, maybe whatever it is that you're doing, just sit there, either get on your computer or get on your phone and just start viewing profiles, and you'll start building up a massive, massive network. Folks, I don't know 200 of those people that are on my LinkedIn account, but the thing is, the more and more that you put yourself out there, and the more and more, say you dedicate 10 minutes or 5 minutes, in 5 minutes you can view 100 profiles. You view 100 profiles. I mean, what I'm noticing just from when I stopped over a week ago or 10 days ago roughly is that actually I'm getting about a seven out of those 100 people have friend requested me. Or, that's not bad for sitting there and doing something for a few minutes. Regardless, have I established any business contacts? No, but people are reaching out. I've gotten people that are just in the last 10 days, I've had 3 people hit me up for potential mobile app for their business. That was 3 people. There was one person that was interested in if I would give them discounted Facebook services, or then there was actually I don't know exact number. There was a few people that hit me up that said, "Hey, I like your Udemy course. Is there any way that I can get it cheaper?" And then I did. I gave them a cheaper price. I discounted my $97 course, and I gave it to them for $37. I took $60 off just because they connected with me on LinkedIn. So you can make these little deals with people if you offer products or services and things like that. I mean, realistically, folks, LinkedIn is the largest professional social media network in the world, and it is staying there. It is consistently, people are logging in on a regular basis, and they're using it regularly. All right, so I highly recommend that you do the same. It's an amazing network. It's one of the top networks in the world. It's one of the premier social media networks, because think of it this way, folks. You got Facebook. It's got 1.28 billion users and over 1 billion users a month, active users. There's YouTube. Okay, YouTube gets over 1 billion users a day, and I'm right now as we speak, I'm doing a YouTube course right now because I'm using YouTube like you can't even believe, and taking over first page rankings. It's ridiculous, and I'm going to rank for this one as well, just so you know. The third is just like Pinterest. I use Pinterest. I use a lot of these, but there are people in here. It doesn't matter what your skill level. You can help people. And remember, this isn't your. Sorry, I got off track. So there's the Facebook, there's the YouTube, there's Google Plus, there's Twitter, and then there's LinkedIn, folks. Okay, I mean Google Plus has 540 million active users, folks, a month. That's a lot of people. So like right now, I'm doing this. I'm leveraging 2 of the top 3 social media networks in the world. I'm leveraging Google Plus, and I'm leveraging YouTube right now with this Hangout as I'm doing this free training. Okay, and then don't forget, LinkedIn gets like 210 million active users. And then remember, folks, these aren't your Facebook users. These aren't your Google Plus users. These aren't your YouTube users. These are professionals. So if you're offering any type of product or a service, and you start to really get out there and you start talking to these folks, and you start to leverage that brand, your celebrity, what's going to happen? You're going to get more followers. You're going to get more people liking you, but then also you're going to get more business as a result. You're going to write more business. And that is one of the main reasons why I am suggesting that you pay attention to LinkedIn, because I didn't for many years. I set it up a couple years ago, and then I did nothing. It was kind of bare, like you saw some of those, and then I literally did just a quick update this, put some things in there about my job experience, why I left corporate America to work with small businesses, and then literally about 3 weeks ago is when I went in and I adjusted it. I just went through and said, all right, I'm going to spend whatever it takes, make this look pretty, make it happen, and bam, there you go. And that's the only thing I can tell you is that that's the only thing I've done. I've changed my image, I've changed my summary, and I start viewing profiles. And the biggest thing is I use that TopLinked resource. All right, and then let me go in here, one last time to make sure. Actually, you know what? Instead of doing that, folks, it's going to be in the description below. Just take me up on it. It's free. It doesn't take you anything. And the thing is, you can get in. You can refer people all you want to, and refer them to your network. And then, like I said, don't forget, my email's right there. So if you guys connect with me, you got my email. I've had it up there long enough. So basically, what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you how to get there. No, there you go. That's me right there. So go into linkedin.com/in/sharebeat. Friend request me, have my email address. I'll be glad to network with you all. You know, I'm an open book with that. So, folks, thank you so much for watching this. I hope you guys got some value out of this. Hopefully, all this training that I've provided for you and demonstrated to you with my personal account and showed you with my image, with my summary, with some of the activities I'm taking. I just truly believe that all of you that actually do this, you're going to benefit in a major, major way. So thank you so much. And I always remember this, folks. My first 5.5 years online, I was doing traditional web development. So I built a massive blog network, and I got hacked. Okay, and I got hacked again after I put them all back up, and then I didn't scratch it, but I just didn't go to that level anymore. So what I did was I was forced to figure out what my why was. My why is to educate a macro community that funds a micro community that feeds a community. Folks, that's my mission. I want to help as many people, give as much training, and provide as many courses, and just be able to leverage as much of that knowledge that I have. And since then, I've been doing my very best to do that. So, folks, I hope you guys got something out of this. I hope you learned something from this, and take advantage of this LinkedIn training because, folks, I'm giving you a free LinkedIn. I'm giving you free LinkedIn training that is helping me, and I hope that you enjoyed it. So thank you so much, guys. You have a great day, and thanks for joining me on this training today, and I hope you guys got something out of it. So join me on at ShareBeat, network with me, and I look forward to sharing more training with you and providing more awesome resources to help you in your business. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.